well, it's been a while in the making, but I finally have another Smashbook to show you. And this is my one from my Germany trip. As you can see, it's kind of bulging, but I thought I had a very good response and viewing count on my Disney one, so I thought I would share my Germany Smashbook as well. So if you're interested in seeing all my little mementos and knickknacks that I kept from the trip, I will show you now. Okay, so here we go. I really don't recall what Smashbook this was. It was just, I bought a few last year, and this was one of them. So we had books made up for our trip that were given to us, so I cut the cover off because we had, well, we've got 3 between our family, and I stuck that in there. As you can see, I've used a lot of washi tape in this one. This was all done after the trip. Because of our weight restrictions on the trip, I couldn't take any of this with me, so it's all been done since we got home, which is why it's taken so long to get to. And about halfway through the trip, I started buying postcards, and I wish I'd done more of that. So it's a note for next time: buy more postcards. So got all our travel documents, boarding passes, and some travel information there. This is in Rothenburg, however you want to pronounce it. Whether you're German or not, I guess. I probably pronounced it wrong. So I've collected some brochures. That's one thing I was doing over there. I was collecting brochures. So I've got stuck in some extra things there from the hotel and the town. So I can't remember what I picked up. A business card in some of the shops, little tags, brochures again. Some I was lucky enough to have 2 brochures, so I could actually often cut up one brochure. Something's falling down. I always don't finish this page. So, one page to finish. I think I had nothing to put on the other side. This was actually a bag. I bought a postcard and it was stuck into a paper bag, and I used that for holding a map. And because I didn't want it flopping over covering the tickets, I stuck a little clip taggy thing on it. These were actual tickets that we got for the tour we did there. That was at Hohenzollern Castle. Again, this one I wanted to access pull the whole brochure out. Often you can stick down one side and still open it out, but that one, the whole lot was good on this cute little town. So again, I just used, like I had a clip there already, so I could just clip it in. So that was the hotel we stayed at, and yeah, great little B&B if you're ever in Gengenbach. That it was a Die Rastatt. That was the best hotel, I think, one of the best hotels I've ever stayed at. So again, this little brochure this is a map, and it had little sections about different towns all over it, so I cut up quite a few of them to give a bit of information about the town. These were tags off some toys that we bought back from my daughter. It was a Spielberg, so a German brand, so I grabbed the tags when she had her presents. Yeah, again, cut up brochures, stuck in some receipts of things. Again, it's all German, so it's different to what we have, obviously, at home. See more of those information squares. You'll see throughout the album I used a lot of these little tags. I cut them in half and stamped the date on them. Black Forest cake, yummy, which we had in the Black Forest. Now, what's happened here? So again, more tour tickets, more of the squares, some receipts. This album really, as you can see, is pretty basic. It's pretty simple. Tickets, brochures. That was a chocolate. Oh, best orange chocolate I've ever had. I love chocolate, not the one to remember the brand. I've even written the website there, so I must be wanting to check out if I can order it because it was so good. And I didn't actually try it until I got home, so I didn't know. So we went over to France one afternoon. So I'll zoom in there and actually went through and looked up the towns we went and circled them on there. And I was able to actually track all the towns down, so that was good because I had forgotten them. And again, a little information about the towns we went to. So this actually took a little while to put together a lot of this stuff. I had my blog that I'd done and we've got some video, but most of this information I could go back and get from my blog, or I was able to work out the towns. So we had some brochures, our tour guide, we had a private tour guide here, Simone of Black Forest Tours, and she every day would get there and she'd give us a handful of brochures, so that's why I had so many brochures early on. So this one actually stuck the whole map in, but I figure if I want it out I can drag it out, or it's all online anyway, I probably don't need to access that map. So this is Europa Park with a theme park there we went to. So museum, this one I stuck our pass on to open it out. So as you see, most of the time you can use the back. There'll be some part of the brochure that you don't need. So, more tickets, brochures. Even in places like restaurants, I'd pick up takeaway things. Here I've used our receipt from the hotel. So just any little bits of information you can stick into your smash book. So it's such a great record to have. So this complements, I've got a blog with my detailed diary notes, and then I've also got videos as well. So this is just the final, well, it's not actually, because it's going to be a photo book as well, but this is part of the memory of the trip, all our little bits and pieces. And they do bring back a lot of memories when you look through it that might have even got missed on other, on the other records that we have. Things like, how much we paid for things. I don't have that anywhere else besides in here. So I've got a hostel, a room thing. So I wanted to access the other side. It's got a room number on it, so clip that in. These were tags off a pencil case that we were given, and we did a little penny press. So I stuck that in. This one. Oh, I managed to get a clip on that. So just another brochure, and that saying was nice enough to leave there. So I've got here some more brochures again. This was in a drugstore. I picked up the brochure. So anytime you can pick up anything, pick it up. And then I kept the receipt for this because this is the Catrice Cosmetics, which I was very excited to be able to buy some of. And see how cheap it was. I wish I'd bought more. I bought a fossil bag, so I grabbed a little business card there. We got given all these little pins, and we're not going to wear them, so I'm not going to wear them, so I stuck them in there. Cut up brochures. This one I want to choose both sides, so I've used both sides. Tickets. This is just a flyer we're given with a discount. Obviously didn't use it, so stuck it in there. 50 cents to go to the toilet. I've got loads of them. I just kept one to show you that was sort of the average fee. Some were $1, but most of them were about 50 cents. Sorry, €1. Most of them were 50 cents. So where are we now? Nuremberg. And that's in Berlin. So it's the map of Berlin, which I'm sure if I turn around the way I could read. Cookie wrapper. It wasn't actually a cookie wrapper. It was a bag with cookies in it, but it didn't get, that was the top of the bag. So I stuck that in. Train tickets. So even like the packets of things, just to have a great, just like I couldn't have told you where the cookies were, and they were really good cookies. So I was glad I kept the bag. It wasn't greasy or anything. So some postcards, brochures. Here I actually could put a photo in because we had some. Well, the three of us got a photo each, so I stuck one of them in there. That was down a salt mine. And then, so in Salzburg now, so on a map, I had a big map, and it showed a lot of the town. And did I circle? Yeah, down there is where our youth hostel was. I think it's just in relation to things. We were given that postcard of the original Von Trapp family on our Sound of Music tour. Got a postcard, and because it's all numbered on the back, I wrote down, you can see I wrote down there what I had on the back, and then I ticked the ones that we actually went to, because we went to most of those places. So, tickets, so again, because it often had 2 or 3 tickets, so I'd use the front and the back of a lot of the tickets, which is good. I did a bit of journaling there for Neuschwanstein Castle. I picked up a postcard. So that's one thing I'll do differently next time. I'd buy more postcards. Again, chocolate wrapper. One of the best chocolates besides the orange chocolate. Love that beluga chocolate. Tickets, room, and that one I didn't clip it in, so I just wrote the room number there. I'll probably never need that information, but you never know. This is from Dachau concentration camp, so I needed to get to. I've stuck the back of that. Actually, that was a brochure that actually turned around, so that's not the front of the brochure, but I think that's the front there. So I reversed it and refolded it, so I need to sort of keep it a bit flatter than it was. To do that, I don't know why I bought a cow postcard, but I did. It's cute. I had a spare page, so that worked out well. So I've still got a little bit of journaling probably to do, or to stick some stickers. I've got a whole heap of like generic stickers. I'm just waiting to get my photo book done, and what I don't use in the photo book, I'll probably come back and pop in here. So I had a big map here, and I really wanted the whole thing, or the whole map of all the mountains. It's Salzburg, Zutzspitz. Can't pronounce half of these things, obviously. Zutzspitz, which is the tallest mountain in Germany that we went to the top of. So, yeah, I wanted the whole brochure, so I just clipped it in. As you can see, it's not even stuck in at all. It's just clipped in with 2 clips, and I needed a bigger, stronger one. Since you're holding a coaster. So, another tag off a tablecloth. Tickets. And here, that was a receipt on the way home. We had some Thai at, where do we fly out of? Munich Airport. And flight details home. And then I collected a whole lot of other tags as well. So, and some cards of things that I'd bought. So I stuck them all there. So that's, I think, the end of what we have. And then obviously a few brochures and stuff that I wanted to keep are in the back that didn't sort of go in at all, that were keeping. So I've printed out some photos, and I'm waiting till I scrapbook them, and what's left I'm going to pop in the back of here. That's why I haven't removed those pages. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed seeing my Germany smashbook. It was fun to put together. It was certainly a lot easier doing the Disney one, doing it when I was over there, because you didn't have to look up things. I had to do a lot of looking up here because I couldn't remember by the time I got back. But it's such a great record to have, and a great way to keep all your mementos. I mean, because I've always collected them from other trips, and I've just got plastic bags full of stuff, and they're not meaningless now, but they mean an awful lot more put into a smashbook. So I do encourage people to do this for their travels, for big special trips in particular. Okay, hope you enjoyed. Bye.